All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm getting hyped up.
Always ready.
All right. Okay, hey everybody. Oh, that's terrible. Try that again. All right. One.
This could take
two,
a while.
Three. We just gotta get in the mood. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and here we go. Hey everybody, and welcome to Bottle Envy. I'm Tony.
I'm John.
And we're just a couple of beer league hockey guys sharing our thoughts on whiskeys, bourbons, and anything that comes out of a bottle.
That's right. And tonight we got a hat trick from the High West
Shoots and scores 3 times.
High West Distillery. This one is coming out of Park City, Utah. High West Distillery. We got 3 of their offerings.
This is all compliments to the wife, Jackie. Give a shout out to Jackie.
Thank you, Jackie.
She went to Salt Lake City and went to the distillery, got to do a tour, got to check it out, and she brought home 2 bottles. She brought home the double rye and she brought home the
Campfire.
The Campfire, which we'll talk about that in a minute. That one's an extremely rare one of its kind. So thank you, Jackie, for that. Some really good stuff here. First one, what do we got?
Thank you, Jackie. I think we're going to start with the rye, the double rye.
My non-favorite flavor.
So,
she actually is a bourbon girl. So she actually tried this and loved it. I've had Angel's Envy rye. That's probably about the only rye that I'll drink. The rest of it, I just don't like the rye flavor to it.
I really like the rye, so I'm looking forward to this one. I like those grassy, kind of spicy notes, and I'm getting that from this for sure.
Oh yeah.
This says double rye. I don't know about the double part. This is definitely rye. I don't know if it's the rye-ist rye.
That's not that heavy on the rye flavor. It's that's like floral, sweet. I do like that floral, like
definitely getting those spiky grass kind of.
Oh wow. That is not what I would expect out of a rye. That's actually really good.
I like it. Again, I'm not getting the... When it said double rye, I was expecting...
More rye flavor?
A very heavy rye influence. But this is a little bit of a mellow rye. It's good. I like it. But it's definitely...
I think hue-wise, it's a lot lighter than the traditional bourbon. You can definitely tell by the flavor. It's really light. Not a lot of bite to it. Easy heat, you know, it's not too gritty or anything like that.
Yeah, what is the 46%?
That's not bad. It's actually really good. I don't like rye. Everybody knows that, but this is actually really good. No wonder why Jackie likes this. This is really nice.
I like it as well. I like the rye flavors. This has plenty of the grassy, spicy, kind of herbal notes that I like out of the ryes. It's not overbearing at all. I was expecting it to be a little sharper, a little spikier, and it's not.
I would, if you never tried rye or you want to try it for the first time, you like bourbon, you like scotch, maybe, try that. That's actually really good. It's not overpowering on the rye. It's very light, and I think this bottle was what, 30? I think it was like 35, 40 bucks. She bought it from the distillery. So I don't know, but it is local. You can get these local. It was a inexpensive buy. So, all right,
excellent.
What are we gonna move to next?
I
think we're doing bourbon next.
Let's do the bourbon.
We're doing the bourbon. Doing the basic bourbon. Nothing fancy here. All right. Now I know she tried this. She did not bring me home a bottle of bourbon. She brought me the more fancy, expensive one.
Yeah, I already had this one. I picked this one up locally. I don't remember what I paid for this one. It was a while back, but I found this one local. So I've had this one before, and I remember liking it. I don't remember a lot of the specifics on this one. I've had this bottle for a while.
Yeah, it's you're gonna see what, honey and nougat. Ooh, honey and nougat.
This is also coming off on the nose lighter than I was expecting. So
that's very light too.
I'm getting a lot of that honey.
Yeah.
Not as much of the chocolate or caramel that I thought I might.
No, that's light. That's actually for as darker that it is here. It's a little spicier.
Okay, yeah,
a little spicier. There's a little spiciness to it. I taste the honey, but I'm not tasting nougat.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the hangover from the rye, or if
possible,
or if I'm getting a little rye. I wonder if this mash bill has some rye in it as well.
You can smell it. This thing does have.
See, I'm not getting the rye.
Yep. It says high rye content.
There you go. I'm not getting a lot of rye on the nose, but when I
See, I can smell it. I can smell rye. I don't taste it as much. Like I said, probably coming from the double rye, but that's pretty good.
That's crazy. I'm getting as much of that rye flavor off of this one as I was off the double rye.
Really?
Yeah. Again, I'm not sure if it's the contamination from the last try, but I like it. I'm getting a lot of the spicy notes from the rye.
That's pretty good. I'm not like overly happy with it. It's good flavor, but as far as the bourbons that we've tried, it's not sweet. It's not. It does have a little bit of rye to it. Maybe the rye flavor is what this actually. If I'm going to drink rye, I like this a lot better. I'm not really okay with that.
Not okay with
Not
that.
okay with that.
I'll send that one back.
That's not making a whole lot of difference in my palate. It's not impressing me at all. It's just kind of basic bourbon. Right.
Yeah, I would say it's not going to go on my top bourbons list. I like the little bit of rye flavor that I'm getting off of it, so that's good for me. As far as bourbons go, though, there are definitely bourbons that I would rather have if I'm going for a bourbon.
All right, so now the last one's going to be my favorite one. As you can see, we only bought one bottle.
He already knows.
I already drank most of it. So when I first tried this bottle is one of a kind. So High West claims that this is the only bottle of its kind. It is a mixture of bourbon, scotch, and rye.
Wait. This particular bottle is the only one of its kind, or this line is the only?
The Campfire.
Campfire.
It's the only one. They claim it's the only one in the world that's a mix of bourbon, scotch,
Gotcha.
and rye.
But just to clarify, it's this line is the only line that does that. It's not this particular bottle.
Not this particular bottle. Okay.
I thought maybe-
I'm not sitting on like a $10,000 bottle.
Thought maybe we had something really rare.
Just the High West
I
Campfire.
was almost excited.
You were almost.
I actually-
$500 sip. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this one.
All right.
The
So
Campfire. I'm expecting.
Scotch, bourbon, and rye. So you have the best of both worlds, right? This should be a nice balance of all three.
But if they're calling it Campfire, I'm expecting that Campfire smoky. So I'm expecting smoky, but not peaty.
Considering how much is left in this bottle, Jonathan, I'm not going to give it away.
Whoa.
I'll give you a little bit extra.
I got to pay for this one. He's not giving it away.
This one was actually, I think, $75, $80. This was the more expensive one that she bought. This was for me.
Definitely getting some smoke there.
Woo-hoo.
Getting some of that iodine. I'm definitely getting some of the notes that I get off
You
of
call it Band-Aid, right?
the Band-Aid. I'm getting the Band-Aid.
No,
So
so Campfire. That smells like a campfire.
It's not as musty. I'm not getting the malty notes.
It's not wee beastie.
Yeah, it's not weird. But I am getting some of that kind of iodine Band-Aidy, smoky smell.
But if you could make a drink that smells like a campfire, I think they did a really good job. It smells like, you know how you sit by a campfire all night, like up in your cabin. We sit out there all night, and then I wake up in the morning, I smell like a campfire. This is exactly what I smell like.
Okay, I'm getting a lot more on the taste. I'm getting a lot more of that campfire, more than I got on the nose. It's definitely campfire-y.
Woohoo!
Definitely getting that, and it isn't.
So that's a peat mixture. It does say classic peat on there, which is that smokiness that gives to it.
I'm not getting a lot. I mean, I guess that kind of iodine is a little bit of the peat, but I'm not getting that malted barley.
No.
Mustiness at all.
He doesn't like the smoky stuff. I do. He focuses on that peat. I actually focus on the flavor that's behind it. I love the peat smell, peat taste. This got like English toffee, kind of a sweet, kind of caramel toffee flavor.
Definitely, I see the caramel.
It's really smooth. Hint of rye, so you kind of get that hint of the rye. Definitely tastes like that corn mixture of the bourbon, and you got that like smoky, scotchy peat to it. Was it? I think the classic laddie, the Brooklady is it's malted barley, but
yeah, that has
that's a little bit more of a pungent taste than this does.
Yeah, definitely. The Brooklady has a very malty malted barley kind of funkiness that I'm not getting here. This is true to its word. This is campfire-y. It's smoky, but it's different than the scotches. It's a different kind of smoke.
Next time we go to his cabin, I'm getting a bottle of this, and we're gonna sit by your campfire.
See if we can make it more smoky.
And we're gonna see if we can see how much smoke that bleeds into this drink and just kind of makes it amazing. Because this is really good.
I wonder what this would do in one of those smoke infuser things.
Oh, one of those like...
Yeah, they put the lid on and smoke the...
I don't know. Be more smoke than you can handle.
Probably. We might need to get one of those and try it.
All right, so what do you think? Out of all three, let's rank them in order. 1, 2, 3. What do you got?
All right, so uniqueness, the Campfire is good. I really like the Campfire. As far as something a little different, I haven't really had that combination before, that smoky but not scotchy really. So I like that uniqueness of this one. So this would get my best unique out of these three.
Okay.
The best to just drink, I like the double rye.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So I would probably go this one. Again, I found it really unique, really fun to drink. But if I were gonna sit and have one all night, it would be the double rye.
The rye? Okay. Yeah. And what about the nothing on the bourbon? A little
bourbon
love on the
was-
bourbon. Was that number 3, number 9?
Bourbon was just kind of pedestrian, honestly. If I was gonna have bourbon, this is probably not the bourbon bottle I'm gonna reach for.
I think for the money, like there's so many other basic bourbons that you could save a lot of money on. Don't get me wrong, it tastes good, but like I said, there's no thrills for it. You're right. I don't see much.
I'm probably going with a different bourbon. If I'm reaching for a bourbon, it's probably not going to be High
For
West.
$30,
For
yeah.
High West, it's probably not it. What are you thinking?
I am thinking just a little bit different, just because I like peat. I like the smokiness. Definitely, this is going to be my go-to. I love the combination, the mixture. This is very smooth. It's not too strong as far as the alcohol flavor. It's got that nice mellow peat flavor. I love that flavor. So if you like the smokiness, that's my favorite one. Definitely rye is number 2. I don't like rye, so if a rye makes my list, then it's good. I like to kind of judge rye by that because I'm not a big rye fan. Very mellow, like you said,
Yeah.
very mellow, smooth. This is phenomenal. It kind of reminds me of like the Angel's Envy rye, which is just it's almost as if they kind of cut the rye flavor out, like you were expecting more rye out of it. And then back to the bourbon. Hey, I'll drink it if somebody's offering it, but I'm not going to go out and spend that much money on something I'm not going to get as much bang for my buck. But not to knock High West, they're all really good, and that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I didn't hate any of them. So if I'm ever in Utah, I would like to go check them out for sure.
Now, my wife did say there is a bottle there that they have. I think it's a barrel proof. I'm not sure which one it is. They do sell a bottle there that is strictly only at the distillery. I don't know any details on it. My wife was too cheap enough to buy it for me. Bring it home. I think it was like $120 a bottle. She's like, I love you, but not that much. You're not worth $120 for a bottle of bourbon.
So bottle proof might be interesting. These are all 46. I was just looking to see what they're all 46. So yeah, a bottle proof could be, or a barrel proof could be pretty. It's over 50 usually.
Yeah,
50, high 50s.
We'll have to hunt it down.
So that could be interesting. That would add a lot of heat, a lot of spikiness, probably.
Find somebody that's in town and we'll pick up for us.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us. Here's to the nights we'll never remember.
With the friends we'll never forget.
Please
and
like
the High West.
And the High West, yeah. Make sure you like and subscribe down below. If you have any comments or bottles you want us to try, please list it down below. We'll definitely do it for you. Cheers.
Awesome. Thanks.
That was very flowy. We talked.
We should
well.
send it to him.
High
Hey,
West.
we didn't really like your bourbon, but the other stuff we thought.
Hey,
was
why don't you send us your special bottle and do a review on it?
the viewers pay us the big bucks for?
Nah, viewers pay us to drink shit and make funny jokes at the end of it.
It's already recording, by the way.
Are they paying?
They're definitely
viewers
not
paying?
paying.
Do we have any paying viewers?
There's definitely no paying.
It's paying. No, it's paying for the viewers. All right.
Yeah, get your pants up.
My wrinkly shirt. work shirt. It's just a SPD.
Looks like
Short sleeve button down.
looks like he came out of mechanics. You need a name tag. You need a name tag. Whoa. Oh, we're making that thing work hard. Let's pour
Button squeeze!
Pour buttons, man. That's